Yeah, no, the builders came in when they first started putting in the industrial park and gave a bunch of free stuff to the school down the street so they wouldn't complain. And then they started putting buildings up, like this building right here. We went to the zoning meeting and asked them if they would just turn the building 90 degrees so the trucks weren't facing our front yard, and they refused, which there's no reason for it not to. There's an entrance over here and there's an entrance over here. Why they had to put entrances off of a residential street in front of a school, I have no idea. The only thing I can figure is they're trying to ruin all the property values so that they can buy the property across the street for nothing eventually. So, I mean, I really think that's what they're planning on doing.
Scrolling on Google Earth in southern Illinois, you might find lots of tight-knit, small communities, such as this one. You might have also noticed warehouses being built, slowly creeping into some of these communities. Well, these images are outdated, and would you be shocked if I told you that nearly every single one of these homes was burnt to the ground? Where do these people go? What's their story? Often, I'm too late for most of these buyouts. Far too often, events like this happen behind our backs, and these communities go silently into the night. However, a couple people still remain, refusing to be paid the low prices for their homes. Other homes still remain abandoned of the imminent demolition site, untouched by the fires set by the fire department for training. A couple months ago, I ventured back to see what was left of this town. Hello everybody. Take a look at this. We have an incredibly massive buyout that's currently taking place here for, you guessed it, warehouses. And I think we've already had 50 homes torn down. 50. Entire streets have been leveled. Entire streets. And we still have a few houses left that have yet to be demolished. And perhaps maybe because they were on the other side of the road, but these will be demolished shortly, I would imagine. But the amount of buildings that are going to be built here is on a massive scale. And these are people's lives that have now changed because of this new trend. As you can see, this was probably somebody's family farm right here that's now going to be demolished and forgotten. So I wanted to look at this house first because it's rather new. There's a lady that was over there driving real slow. I talked to her. She said that these people just kind of up and moved, and they burnt down all the houses that were there last year. So I was very late to this, but there's still quite a bit here to check out, which is kind of exciting. As you can see, the grass is overgrown here. This is a more well-built house, more modern house. But soon, all the houses is just going to be a driveway, and then warehouses. Well, there's my entrance. Wow. How's that basement? Oh, surprisingly not flooded. I kind of left some items here. This old record player, I think. And then there's golf clubs and just trash that that's not worth anything, that they kind of just left over here. Look at that, they left shoes. And then this part of the house is trashed. I mean, really trashed. 23. Oh, this must have been recent. Goodbye farm. No way. So this must have been when they vacated. Wow. Gina was here. Wow. This is a beautiful home. Oh my gosh, and they have a pool. Look at that. Wow. Must have had a little party here and destroyed the house because they were moving out. That's the only thing I can imagine. I truly don't think anybody has been here since. I'm the only one that knows about this neighborhood. There's just a knife sticking in the wall. This is a beautiful home, man. Wow. Crazy. Love exploring these modern homes because it's something that's just doesn't feel real to me. That one's locked. But I mean, just to see, a nice furnished home in this shape is very crazy. Got more shoes and things. Here's the bathroom. Beautiful home. Beautiful home. Really a shame. So yeah, I was really interested in this basement here. It's not flooded. Usually in these homes they just end up flooding. Wow. So that couch they probably couldn't take out of the house, so they just left it down here. Actually, a ton of stuff. Dang, the previous owners really messed this house up. There they are. Nice farming family. All the knives. I suppose some local kids got in here because there's some nasty graffiti. Here's their like storage room. Lots of magazines. There's one Time magazine I just saw. Right there. And this part over here leads to the garage. Wow. Look at all this stuff. Local kids, man, they definitely did this. That's nasty. Those look like ammo boxes. Huh, it's completely dry. Even if it were to rain, this basement would have trouble flooding. Forgot to check out this room here. This is their living room. They had a TV and a couch. Some more stuff. Guinness Book of World Records. This basement here looks like it wasn't finished. Or, no, it was finished. Because you could see the ceiling tiles on the floor. So it just looks really bad. Somebody probably went in here and scrapped everything. So back at the part I walked in. Kind of, wow, beautiful bathroom. You can kind of tell more about the people the longer you kind of walk around. They had cats here. It's likely a family. Well, was a family. I saw wedding photos. And they're probably more well off because they had a pool. Probably got paid well. So here's their deck, and it's really beautiful, really well built. A lot of money went into building all this. Look at it now. That they left their little toys here. Here's the neighboring farm. Unbelievable. Such a crazy thing to see again. Well, there's actually water in here. The thing, what's it called? The tarp kind of fell down in there. Here's this little pavilion they had. Must have been something in the middle that they took out. Probably a fireplace, maybe. Curious about this farm over here. We'll go walk down the street and check that out in a sec. So here's the farmhouse next to it. It's overgrown. Oh, everything's open here. Nice little farm. Lots of cool outbuildings. So here's what's left. Kind of gutted. Took some cupboards. Took everything but the kitchen sink. Got a couch and some other stuff. Nice hangout spot. This house was more modernized, I see. Lots and lots of dead flies. Cool little bathroom. Overall, kind of boring, small little house. You can tell they had cats though too. Maybe lots of kitties, probably for the barn. A lot of cool outbuildings here though. So yeah, this was a very large property. Tons of scrap metal here. Cool little barns and everything. And the dirt behind it just kind of shows what this is going to be like in a couple days or weeks. Oh wow, they got a bunker. Probably an ice room. Or whoa, this is sick. Or like a storm shelter. That hasn't been in use in a very long time. Look at that old fridge. Oh my gosh, it's rusted. This has been flooded forever. You got some unopened old beer cans. Wow, very cool. Here's one of the little barns that is falling apart. Lots of tires. Whoever lived here was a working man at some point. It's probably generations worth of junk, I like to call it, but it's all useful if you got a big property. You know how it is. All this stuff at some point, well, they were probably gonna scrap that stuff. So that was a grain building. You drive trucks through there, and they'd put the grain into the bed of the truck. Wow, this is pretty large. Look at all this machinery. You know, you have to imagine that a farm this big, you can't just take everything with you, and sometimes you have to leave some things for the demolition company. But I think the workers here will repurpose some of this stuff, hopefully. I like this warehouse though. I could use one of these. Lots of old engines, and I really had space to store everything here. I'll probably be the last to ever film this. Probably the first as well. But it's really a shame what's happening here. Something big here was taken. Probably a car. Probably a car sitting outside. There's a really old thing for some gas or something. Here's their pile of scrap metal. Demo company's gonna love that. Neatly sorted everything all together. It's an old bike. I used to do stuff like that, put different wheels on bicycles. It's probably the farmer when he was a kid, because that bike looks ancient. Cool mechanisms here. They must have since closed that off, but you would have been able to drop stuff, or maybe it went through here. I don't know. So many old outbuildings. You know, the history here probably goes back over 100 years. Probably empty in this big barn here. Lots of hay. You could see the excavators have kind of started doing work here already, driving through here. Here's another warehouse. Small scale warehouse. Kind of empty too. Yeah, whoever lived here definitely took most of the useful stuff to them. Some old gas tanks. He cut this barrel in half. Probably oxyacetylene torch. Yeah, see. This guy here had some pretty nice equipment. There's some oil here. I don't know where that, oh, came from that. So here's kind of all that remains. One house on the corner back there, and then 2 houses I think that are still lived in. And then this abandoned one up here. The rest, 10s, 20s of houses are already destroyed. This house looks really nice. So crazy to see just overgrown grass like it is. Well, it's pretty destroyed. Oh, they had a pool too. Look at that. Very nice kitchen. They had an island and everything. Wow. Whoa. Beautiful home. They were Christians. Look at this, huh? A beautiful skylight. Fancy bathroom. Wow. All right. Yes, upstairs it is, unless this is a basement. No. What if they had a basement? It's like my cousin's old house. They had a basement, but it's possible they didn't. Not much remains. Just a beautiful home. Beautiful home, man. Let's go outside and check this out. Nice above ground pool and patio. Shame. Today, all that remains of these homes is an empty lot, swallowed up by warehouses. 3 homes are still lived in, but they too will go with the right price.